Hello, freedom fighters. I have been putting off doing the second part of this video for a while, and probably for one or two reasons that there's so much on the topic of improving body image that I want to talk about today. So I'm just hopeful that I'll get what I want across. So I suppose to kind of simplify it, a lot of you have been asking for some more videos about how to improve the body image, and it kind of just brought up for me again the reality of how much we strive to the outside and the world without in order to create the world within. So what I mean by that is that there's so much emphasis on body image and improving body image, and there's so many people out there that are going to tell you that they are going to basically fix this ongoing painful relationship for you. And really, I suppose the main thing from this video is that I don't want to give you the answers. I, one, want to give you the questions, and two, I just want you to I would like the idea of you maybe exploring some kind of different ideas and the role that our body plays in our life. So one kind of statement that I kind of bring to you first is really that you are never going to find happiness in your size. That is a statement that can sometimes get me into a lot of trouble and some kind of interesting discussions. It's not a sentence, especially in my own personal journey, I would have been so willing to accept. So I'd really encourage you, when I'm saying the sentence to you, the statement that you will never find happiness in your size, what comes up for you? Does that bring liberation? Does that bring lightness? Or does it bring anger and frustration? And how dare you? And yes, I will. And it's easy for you to say an X, Y, and Z. So that's the first kind of statement I bring to you. You're never going to find happiness in your size, because the idea that you're going to find happiness within your size or your athletic ability or your muscle definition or how many Ironmans that you can run and things like that, is that gives us information that your happiness is dependent on the external factors, which gives us information that your happiness is conditioned. And a conditioned happiness is not only paradoxical, but it is fickle. It takes a lot of energy. It is draining, not only from my professional experience, but from my own personal experience, to keep up, to maintain size, strength, ability, athletic ability. It is built on a foundation of sand, and it makes a lot of money for a lot of industries. So as both men and women, we have been conditioned for decades to what makes us worthy and what makes us valuable and what we should be. We should be delicate. We should be beautiful. We should be strong. We should be able to keep it together. There's so many different ideas for men and women that we've been conditioned. So this goes back so long. So these ideas, yes, okay, even when I came to the point where I was starting to accept the idea that, like, okay, changing my size is not going to bring me happiness. You cannot even come into that realization. There was still a lot of unlearning to do on a subconscious level, because this is being conditioned from the outside for a very long time. How many body positivity accounts do you follow on Instagram? And how often are they actually preventing you from causing your body harm? We follow so many accounts, we collect so many quotes, we follow so many plans, we follow many different workouts, and still it's not enough. And why it's not enough is because it's not doing the work. It's so easy to start that new diet, practice emotional overeating, go and try a new plan, a new workout plan, think that we're going to change our size and then will bring us happiness. That's a distraction from the real inner work. If you want to improve your body image is like a picture, and it's formed by a collection of pixels, and those pixels are actually our thoughts. So our thoughts are like pixels that are creating a particular image of our body telling a story that then leads us to practice certain behaviors that often lead us down the line of cycles and patterns of highs and lows. So it's like a table tennis game. You lose weight, you gain muscle mass, you become stronger, you're high. You have clicked into that superiority mode because you've come from inferiority mode. So it's like this table tennis game. So you're going to get high from that. You're going to be delighted with yourself. You're going to want to show it off. That is hyper. That is fickle. That is fake. And it is not going to last. If you think your size is going to bring you happiness, it often brings us hyperness, and then it doesn't last. And what comes up must come down. And for something to come up so high so quickly is going to come down very low. And then you enter the cycle. Destructive behaviors, and for so many people, a lifelong struggle of always having issues with their body, their size, their nutrition, and things like that. So how do we get to a place where we experience balance? Balance with our nutrition, balance with our movement. There's a lot getting thrown around at the moment. You know, you never regret a workout. I have regretted so many workouts in my journey to a point they have brought me to breaking point. This idea that you never regret a workout is just, as I was speaking to a close friend of mine the other day, it's just regurgitated Chinese whispers and conditioning that we're just passing on, and we're walking around asleep. If we still believe that your size is going to bring you happiness, then we are asleep. It is the inner work. You cannot talk about size without talking about worth. You cannot talk about improving body image without talking about worth and self-worth. Apart from your size, apart from your physical appearance, apart from your athletic ability, what is or could be worthy about you? What is worthy of love? What is worthy of acceptance? What is worthy of forgiveness? What is valuable? The aim of this video is not to come on and preach. I have done that for long enough. It is your choice what you wish to do in the area of body image. But if you continue to listen to the thoughts that create the pixels, that create the image, that there is something wrong with you, or you are less attractive, or you are less beautiful, or you are less valuable, or you are less worthy because of how you nourish or your size, then you will continue to practice behaviors that are driven from a place of fear and conditioning, and you will continue to stay in a vicious cycle. But if you want to break that cycle, what if I was worth more than my size? What if there are things more valuable about me than how I look? What is worthy of love? And what is worthy of acceptance? And what if I allowed myself to just practice exploring that idea just for today? This video mightn't give you what you were hoping to get from it, but it is just the beginning of the underground revolution, as I like to call it, to overthrow the conditioning that we have been subjected to for too long. You are good enough. You are worthy of love. You are worthy of acceptance. And you are so much more than your size. And I hope through these videos that we can be learning that together. And I will be coming on again to share with you maybe some more practical tools. But for the moment, I just want you to sit with that.